Max Futcher, who is still in Brisbane. Max, the LNP's wings have been clipped.
Yeah, Bill, they haven't been able to get themselves a plane. The way this works is that both major parties get a certain amount of funding to go towards campaign travel, but because the government knew when they were calling this election, they've managed to get in first and book the available planes, leaving the LNP grounded to an extent. Now, of course, there are planes out at the airport. Today, there were plenty of planes on the tarmac at General Aviation, but we're told they were either inappropriate for the LNP's needs or due to the high demand from the mining sector, they weren't available. They've already been chartered by someone else. So the LNP has been trying desperately to try and find a plane so their leader, Tim Nicholls, can get to those marginal seats in the north. Jet setting with the Premier. Anastasia Palaszczuk's campaign has already taken her almost the length of the state, but Tim Nicholls is grounded for now. His campaign bussing around the southeast because they can't find a plane.
There are just not planes available. And whether that's part of the government's plan or not.
An election which could be won or lost in the regions, Tim Nicholls needs boots on the ground.
He needs to get out and listen to real Queenslanders like the Premier.
Not in the air today, but Tim Nicholls was on the air, a charm offensive on breakfast radio.
I'm a nickname kind of guy, so to me, you're going to be Timmy.
Okay,
that's all right?
Righto. The only person who really gets away with saying that to me is my mum.
John Paul Langbrook's taste in nicknames, revealed on national television last night, may not win votes.
Pussy.
Awkward family moments to fear. The union's first stunt this election had a touch of Halloween, warnings of an LNP horror story.
What we're about to see is plenty of tricks and not too many treats for working Queenslanders.
Because when you drill right down to it, there's nothing really much in the Labor policies.
Tim Nicholls says an LNP government would stabilise Queensland's debt, which is currently $72 billion and rising, but he couldn't say if they'd reduce it, only that it wouldn't get worse.
The very first thing you have to do is to stop the rot, and that's not what's happening under Labor.
All without selling assets. The voters will ultimately decide if that will fly. Max Futcher, 7 News.